everybody, this is BRITTANY, and in this hair tutorial, I am going to teach you how I installed MyFirstWig. I am going to show you how I installed their full lace wig with no glue, no elastic band, and no sewing. The wig I am wearing is called Brittany, and for more details, let's jump right into this video. When you order MyFirstWig, you should receive it in a box just like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the contents that I received with my wig. So this clip here is just gonna be a very quick unboxing to show you the supplies that you should receive as well. So they give you a couple of styling tools as well as an instructions manual so that you can have a good idea of how to install your wig. They also give you things to help you to keep your wig tied down to your head, such as a wig band, which I won't be using, and a couple other materials as well. So now I'm going to show you the wig in all its glory. And when you receive your wig, it should come in a bag like this to help keep the hair very neat when you're not wearing it. Also, they make sure to put a weaving net over the hair so that way it keeps the frizz to a minimum. So that way your hair looks very neat when you receive it. And this is how the wig looks fresh out the box. I'm showing you there's two combs at the very beginning on both sides of the wig as you see here. And then there's one in the back as well as straps to tighten it to your liking. So now I'm going to add some moisture into this hair, and I'm adding some plain old water and my favorite leave-in conditioner so I can get these curls popping. Then I'm going to also add gel optionally as I'm styling the hair, but it's not necessary. So now I'm going to be using my wide tooth comb to gently comb through the curls so that way you can see how your hair will look once you receive it. So now as you can see, the hair has a very natural and realistic texture, especially near the ends. It makes the hair look extremely real, which this hair is real. It's 100% human hair. So as you can tell, this hair will look very natural when you're wearing it, almost like it's your real natural hair. So after I spray the hair with a little bit of water, I'm just putting a little bit of conditioner on the ends, and then I'm getting my real hair ready so that I can put on my wig. So all I did was I braided one braid on my head, and I'm using a pin to keep it pinned down. Then I'm going to put the cap on my head because I'm going to do the cap method when I'm applying my wig. So really quickly, I'm just sliding the wig into place to see where I need to do some customizing. So I'm pulling it down near my ears, and I realize it's a perfect fit. So all I have to do is trim off the little bit of lace that's near my ears, and then I just have to tighten the wig up in the back with the straps as you see here, so that way it's a perfect fit on my head. And now I'm just quickly parting through so you can see how realistic and natural the lace looks. So now I'm going to use these clips to keep the hair clipped back so that I can make sure that my fit is perfect before I begin removing the lace. Now I'm just going to slide my wig off, and I'm not going to do the cap just yet. I'm just going to trim the lace that's at the very back of the wig. When you trim lace, never cut in a straight line. So as you can see, I made little mini turns throughout the lace so that it can lay flush and natural to my head. Now these are the products I'm going to use to lay down my cap. So that way I can do the cap method so that you don't see any of my real hair as I'm wearing the wig. Now one trick that I've been doing recently is I've cut a hole near my ears so that way the cap can lay very flush to the sides of my head, because I noticed when I add the spray and the gel without releasing my ears through my cap, it tends to lift up near where my actual sideburns are, which causes me to add a lot of extra products. So as you can see, it's laying very flush right now, and that makes it extremely easy for me to lay down my cap without using excess products. I always have to go back in and apply just a little bit of hair gel so that way it lays very flat. And also another tip is that what you can do is you can make sure that as you're laying it, you're only applying a little bit of product at a time, so that way it doesn't take you forever to lay your cap, because the more product you use, the longer it takes to dry. So I did not glue down the back, but if you want to, you can. So what I'm doing is I'm getting ready to put the wig on, and right before I remove the lace in the beginning, I'm going to show you really quick how the back looks. As you can see, it already looks very natural without being molded down. But if you want to mold it down, you can definitely do that. Now I'm going to be using a flat fluffy brush as well as two different colored powders to help me to blend my cap with my lace so that way the application is flawless. So I alternate back and forth between the two powders. The light colored powder is the powder I normally use to highlight, and a dark colored powder is the powder I normally use to contour. So contour powder is usually dark in color and highlight powder is usually light in color. To make sure I get the perfect blend, I kind of mix my brush between both powders to put it on, and then I'm applying just a little bit of gel to the front of the cap because when I cut it, it normally has a little bit of lift there. So when I put just a little bit of gel, it helps it to lay very flush. Now I'm pulling the lace down to the front of my hairline, getting everything into position exactly where I want to actually mold it down. Then I remove my lace. It's very important that you only remove your lace at this step because this ensures that you don't cut off more lace than you need. Every hairline is unique. Some of us don't need much lace on our wig for it to look perfect, but some of us need just a little bit more lace for the look to look very natural to our hairline. So as you can see, one side has already been molded and it's time for me to do my left side. So for demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you exactly how that's done. So what I like to use is a rat tail comb, and I like to put a little bit of Got To Be Glue hair gel on the tip of the comb, and then I like to smooth it along my hairline, working in very small sections. Once again, this is not hair glue, this is hair gel, but the name is called Got To Be Glue hair gel. So now make sure that once you're smoothing it through, that you're using the end of your rat tail comb to press the lace onto your scalp, so that way it can press the actual product a little bit through the lace so that it sticks perfectly. And make sure to use a little bit of product at a time, and then once you fully mold down one side, you can then use your blow dryer to help with the drying process. Now at this point, I'm going to be spraying my brush, and I'm going to brush along where the product is to loosen it up a little bit, and then to add any more product if necessary. So as you can see, I have the smallest dot of hair gel that I'm adding to the hairline so that it can help mold down how I want the hairs to be. Now this wig did not come with any pre-cut baby hairs, at least from what I noticed. And I don't tend to like baby hairs on my wig, but I do like to comb and add very small swoops to the edges because I believe it makes it look a lot more natural for my hairline. And as you can see, this is how beautiful it looks after I installed it. Now I went ahead and sprayed one side so that I can show you the difference. One side is wet with product and one side is totally dry. As you can see, it takes on somewhat of an afro-like appearance, and I say this hair kind of resembles about a 4A to 3C hair type. So now I'm going to spray the other side to show you how the hair looks once I bring these curls back to life. And I want to give you some specs on this wig. This wig is called Brittany from MyFirstWig. This hair is the natural hair color. The texture is silky. It's a curly full lace wig. The cap construction is a 6-inch deep Partline with light brown lace, and it's a glueless full lace wig. So you can choose to add glue if you like or not. It's totally up to you. Now I'm using a little bit of powder and I'm lightly dabbing it onto the hairline. I wanted to have more of a blurry look. That's why I did not use a sharp angled brush. I wanted to use a fluffy brush to press it into the lace, and then I'm using my fingers to slightly smooth it so that it has more of a blur effect near that area. So now I'm just lightly blow drying the hair so that way I can show you how it looks after I molded it down. And I'm going to do a super quick hairstyle. Like I said, you can choose to part this hair however you like, and there's a 6-inch parting line in the middle so that way you can wear a deep middle part if you so desire. So I'm just adding a couple ponytails to this hair with some elastic band ties so that way you can see how versatile this hair looks when you're styling it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna combine those two up into a high ponytail so that you can see how it looks with a high pony. Also, if you've watched this far, please leave me a comment down below telling me 3 things you value the most in your life and why. I believe that social media has convinced so many of us to value things that truly don't matter and to only care about outward things all the time. So tell me what 3 things mean the most to you and why. Leave it in the comments, and don't forget to comment on someone else's post too. So this is how the style looks in that high ponytail. So let me know which style you like the most. You can choose to do 2 braids. You can choose to straighten your hair if you want. This hair is so versatile. It's super easy to color and super easy to style. So if you want to get a wig just like this, all you gotta do is click the link in the description and you can get this exact wig, which is a full lace wig, or you can get this exact wig as a lace frontal. Of course, the lace frontals are a little bit cheaper, but a little bit less styling options. So it's totally up to you what you want to do. Thank you so much for watching. Click the bell for notifications, and I'll see you all in my very next video. Bye bye.